Okay, before we start the project, you will need some strings, and that is coming from a curtain, the reflective curtains. If they don't have it, you can go to the dollar store and get these little things right here, and they're reflected as well. Okay, so we're gonna cut them, and then we're gonna string them, and then next step. Okay, so now I'm on a little tripod. Here's what you do and how you wrap around. You can, if you don't want to ruin your wood or columns or whatever it is, you can wrap it. I'm going to show you how to wrap it without damaging. You got to go from the outside, okay? And when you go from the outside, you have to wing it around. And if you're in Boy Scout, you know exactly how to do this. So you go from the outside, you wing it around, okay, like that, but go upward, okay, like upward over here and over, just like that, okay. That way you won't ruin anything, and there's no scratches or anything on the poles or anything like that. I know it's kind of sunny out, you won't be able to see much, but okay. Now you wrap it around here, and you're gonna see a little loop. Okay, you see where this at? You see that little loop right here? You put that loop right through. If you're in Boy Scout, you should know this how to do this. But that's how it works. You see that? So it looped just like that right there. And when you pull everything out, you'll be able to loop it right here. Look, easily. Look at that, instantly. Okay. Sorry, I didn't get the camera into a good spot there, but then you want to adjust it before you do your final, and that's what it looks like. You see that? Okay, so now that's where I started my string, and I'm going all the way over to that pole. I just loop that around, go all the way to that pole, loop around, and all the way to that pole, loop around. Okay, so it's easy as that, and no drillings or anything, because we use that kind of loop. It's a loop and it goes onto itself, so that way there's no drilling onto anybody's poles or anything, because we don't want to do that. Okay, and it'll look nicer too. And then when you take it out, if you want to take it out, it'll look nice too. Another option is you can use that and go down, but it'll be too long, and sometimes it'll tie on itself. So the best thing to do is to go through like that, because here's the problem. You don't want them to see that. Okay, so this is how you would just zip tie them. Just put the zip tie in and just loop around the string and make sure it's really tight. Okay, and it'll look something like this right there. And then you just have to cut it off. Okay, you can adjust it. You can do lightly, and then you can adjust it whatever you want, you know, to the area that you want. And then once you're done, you just do the final, so that way it's really tight. And that's what it looks like right there. Just cut this off. Okay, everything's done. You noticed I put them all on there. A string right here. So space wherever you think, you know. If you have a lot of birds, you want a lot of them, because see how it's right down here. If you look at it, see how this is. So how I try to string it right there, so it's kind of like busy, you know. And then this is how it looks like. See it? Goes all the way over. And if you have a lot, you want to string a few. And that's how you would stop them, because they won't land on here. And the reason why they won't land on here, because these little tassel like make them confused. See that? So it make them confused. They won't land on here. The thing that I'm afraid of, they probably land on here, so you have to make the little ones. So you can do that too. You can use tape to tape it too if you want. But I believe zip tie is a lot better, because then zip tie, just zip tie right onto it. And it's really tight and it holds everything and it's quick and fast. So I'm going to pan it out. And I'm going to do this one more time so you can see. That's where the porch starts. And it comes all the way to there. You know, to that sticks, and then all the way to there. Right now there's not a lot of wind. But you can see it's moving. Like right there, you see it's moving right here. See it? There's wind coming. Once the wind coming, you can see it move. I'm going to leave it right here for a few seconds so you can see. There's not much wind though. Over there it is. Let's try that one right there. Hope you can see. I'll zoom it in. Right there. See what the principle? See how it looks? And that's what stopped them from coming in. And it's easy as that. And like I stated, you can put extra, but if you put extra, you have to put less. Like shorter, because they don't tangle against each other. You don't want them to tangle against each other. But anyway, other than that, that's about it on this video. And I hope this is useful to you, because it will work 100%. I will see you in the next video. Okay?